does have the bars. I don't know if we're live. Will it tell me that I'm alive? I guess we're live. I'm just assuming that we're
Um,
live.
Probably. Oh yeah, it does say you're live. Yep.
Sweet.
Hate that thumbnail so much.
That's good. Why? It's good. Fuck you, dude. Fuck
Fuck
you,
you,
dude.
dude.
Silly.
You're like, I put my whole IDC into this,
My,
and this is how you repay me.
my pussy. That's crazy. I like flashing my bussy from time to time, get that shit stanky. That's a good way to introduce people to this.
That's a good opener, I think. It's a good icebreaker.
I think so. I think that's a really, really appealing way. Good evening, IBS. Hello.
Welcome.
We're just gonna faff around because we're bored and we're gonna look at some BIONICLE commercials because
And we're gonna watch Binkle.
we're elder millennials apparently. We're not actually elder.
We are
I think
super elder.
I think no. I think
Actually,
elder,
we're so youthful.
excuse me.
We're youthful.
Youthful, yeah. Like my knees still work and my back makes healthy noises when I perambulate.
My knees totally do not crack every time they're bent.
Yeah. Low-key
They
though,
don't do that.
I'm at the point where if I'm in bed for too long, I get back pain. Like
No, I same.
like on a day where I get hungover and I'm just like bedridden for the next day because I'm just suffering, I'll have more pain the following day because I was in bed the whole day. It's like, how comfort should not injure you is my policy.
Honestly, I feel that like I've gotten to a point now where I can't nap at certain points of the day because my body will just stay asleep and then I'll feel like shit because I sleep too long.
Yeah, there's a specific waking moment in a nap cycle that when you wake up, it's like the perfect amount of refreshed. Also, hello Luca, hello Dynamite Animates. Um, but yeah,
What
no,
a
like
name.
there's actually a sleep technique I saw. I always say I saw a TikTok. I don't use TikTok. I saw an Instagram reel about where if you drink a coffee or drink a Red Bull and go and take a nap straight away, if you can fall asleep straight
Yeah.
away, and set an alarm for 20 minutes. When you wake up with 20 minutes, there's something about like your body's wake up chemicals and the caffeine kick in at the same time, and you just have like a insane, like limitless pill level of focus.
Right.
So yeah, I mean, if you want like free Adderall, that's the way to do it. Like, apparently,
Hmm. Okay.
if you want to
I'm gonna
crank out some
consider
guard
that.
duty in like in an insane productivity binge, that's the way you would do it. Okay, well,
It's the way you do it. Oh man, guard duty. Fuck. I'm making that. Anyway,
I
hi
bet you are.
everybody. We're watching BIONICLE commercials. We're gonna be gooning to these. Not really. We're just
I
gonna be
am.
watching them.
I am.
Sorry, IDS gonna be gooning.
You're just gonna have to sit there and listen to the noises. Okay, I found a playlist from someone called Emily, who has a bunch of these
Okay.
in a playlist. I don't know how.
Oh, I know this YouTuber. She's the goat. She's
You
one of
know her
the.
from the name.
No, bro. No. I know this channel. Sorry, I'm subscribed to her. So
Okay.
she's part of BioMedia Project.
Oh, okay.
I'm a big fan. They she did these animations that look like Minogue.
Okay, fair. No, that's hilarious. I just like, yeah, Emily. I know. I'm like, do you? That's like the most generic name of all time.
sorry. I should have elaborated first.
Just,
I saw I recognize the icon on the
okay,
channel.
fine. All right, that makes more sense. I'm like, how do you know Emma with no context? Yeah, I know Emily. Okay, fair enough.
Not personally.
Shout out to you, Emily. This one's out for you.
Shout out to you, Emily.
Thank you for curating this list for us, Emily.
It's very
yeah,
goated.
let's jump in. So Emily's decided to put the 2001 teaser commercial. I assume this is the thing that kicks it all off. So
Yeah. It's probably not even in order, but
No,
that's gonna add to the experience.
that's it. And if we get frustrated, we can blame Emily for it.
It's our fault.
Times are dark, and evil
I support
rules.
women's wrongs.
Strange canisters drift ashore on the island of Mata Nui. 6 legendary heroes have arrived. These mighty Toa must discover the masks of power, defeat evil, and free the island.
And the aura of
Very
this like tweet animation is so cool.
Literally, look at these guys.
6 heroes, 1 destiny. Live the legend at bionicle.com.
I think that's
It
the
makes
first time
sense to me.
I was gonna say that's the first time I've seen the actual
Yeah.
text of "get your parents' permission before going online" on the actual ad itself. Sorry, you were gonna say something.
Man, I was gonna say like I see why Bionicle popped off when
Yep.
it launched.
Hmm.
I see why because God, dude, the aura.
Yeah, no, legit. Like, there's something. It's just there's a really good point. I don't know if you've seen the YouTuber RR Slugger. He, I want to say I'm like an early day fan of his, mainly because he makes Rock Raiders content. Now he's kind of branched out
Yeah.
into more Lego general, and he's done a few videos on Bionicle as well. There's a really apt conversation video he did talking about power miners compared to Rock Raiders, and he talks about like, and it's honestly exactly how I feel about G2. The comparison between, yeah, okay, fair enough, the sets may have better functions or blah blah. I know, some subjectivity aspect of like, even if the sets are more complicated, but it doesn't have the vibe. Like, he played the music from Power Miners versus Rock Raiders, and Rock Raiders is like this creepy, atmospheric, like mysterious sounding thing, because obviously you're in like caves of an alien planet.
Yeah.
While the Power Miners music is like action, trumpets, and da da da, and it's exactly how I feel comparing this to like the G2 commercial. In fact, I'm gonna jump ahead to the G2 commercial and see like this one here, where like even just the music alone is like bombastic and like trumpets, and it's like there's no mystery here. It's like generic action, and it's like that's not what Bionicle was.
Yeah.
Like, this is the equivalent commercial, really.
Fucking hate G2.
It's like 1 second in. Fuck this shit.
Sorry. You know why? My problem with G2, I mean, you already know about my list of problems with G2. It feels like the IP-ification of Bionicle in a way. Like the brandification. Where like, this is the safe version. Where there's no, I don't
Yeah.
know, there's no flair to it.
Well, this is it. They kind of strained out the flavor. It's like the first stuff has so much texture and like atmosphere. And again, it's even less about the sets, it's just about the presentation. This is, again, it's just people jumping
Yeah.
around. And also, look at this. It's like, and this is the problem with the set. The entire back of Tahu isn't even like connected to his chest here. The whole backpack design thing they did was horrible. Look, like Tahu looks like he's falling apart midair.
It's awful. It's like,
What
the
the fuck?
sets are bad. To me, there was no. I mean, this is the big thing is there's no artistic vision behind it.
Yeah.
Like this was just made because we have an IP and we know. And the thing is, me and you have been validated on our theory that
Yep.
this is just a repurposed other thing because it basically is
Yeah,
with the Egypt stuff.
yeah, when you see the Egypt line from the leaks, you see that most of the skeleton stuff specifically is lifted and just retooled. So a lot of the skeleton stuff, a lot of the second wave, what am I talking about? Like the elemental creature stuff, all of that is borrowed. Like, they essentially, I think Hero Factory was dwindling. Bionicle had been out of the view for a bit, and then it was just, what if we did? What if we just brought back Bionicle and then just for the IP recognition? Because Hero Factory is now kind of, because Hero Factory I don't think would have lasted as long as it did. Like, I prefer Hero Factory actually, um, but
Hero Factory is better than G2.
Hero Factory is its own thing, but I don't think it would have lasted as long as it did if it wasn't standing on the shoulders of Bionicle. Um,
Absolutely.
like, low key, it's a top
And
tier Lego theme. It has more story, but I think it's mainly because it was the successor to Bionicle, so it was attempting to fill its shoes in terms of doing the comics and the show and all. Like, if Bionicle didn't exist, they would have treated that more similar to like an Exo Force or something.
yeah. And that's the whole thing, right? Like, I think when Bionicle left, Lego needed that to fill that void. I think Ninjago does. Like
Ninjago
I
does.
know they don't have the buildable figure, but I think like in terms of like the story setting, whatever, it's all you can basically get everything you got from Bionicle on that front in Ninjago on like a TV show scale. So
Yeah.
like you can there's a lot more I guess to chew on there.
Yeah.
That Lego never really was like privy to do because they're also boomers.
Yeah.
um
That's true.
Yeah, and so G2 just felt it came too late. I think G2, honestly, if they had like if Bionicle never had G2 and they wait until like this year to do a new comeback,
Hmm.
I can guarantee it probably would go maybe a little smoother.
I think so. I
Um,
think 2016 was a weird time. Sorry, 2015, like that mid 2000s, because I think from 2010 to now, Lego is very different. And I think that
it's a
middle,
completely different company.
yeah, and I think the 2010s was a very transitional year for them. I think like now there's a heavy focus on essentially tanking most of their original IPs and just focusing on direct to consumer IP products. Like I was
Yep.
having, I can't remember the conversation I had, but at some point I've had this conversation. Probably, I've probably spoken to you about. I mean, everything we talk about is the same shit we've talked about a million times.
We've been talking about the same shit for fucking nearly 20 years. It's fucking nuts.
But the whole thing, it's like, God, I forgot what I was even gonna say now. Like, it's like this, the whole shifting focus to like adult themes. Like Lego is now mainly about uh like before it'd be like
IP
Lego wants,
stuff.
yeah, Lego wants to make a compelling theme. Aqua Raiders, Exo Force, even Ninjago, something like that. They want to create their own little world so Lego fans can enjoy it. While now it's more so about grabbing whoever they can. Oh, I like Friends. Oh, they do a Friends set now, as in the show.
And
I will grab that.
that's a big thing that's emboldened them to
Hmm.
like raise their prices and stuff because
Yeah,
they have all this IP backing. I mean, I'm not even gonna lie. Lego's basically just a glorified Funko Pop at this point in time. I
yeah. This
think like
when
if you didn't have Ninjago and City and the staples, it's literally just IP slop, just like fucking
yeah,
Funko
that's
Pops.
it.
And a lot of these sets are fucking mid, to be
It
honest.
is. It's like minifigs are like punk more, even more so than Brickheads is Lego's Pop Funko. Everyone wants to get the new figure. Everyone wants the very specific Star Wars edition of this, because they're treating them like mini action collectible action figures. And I'll say this,
Yeah.
it's different because it's from a system perspective. I'm not gonna lie, the sets are better than ever to their detriment in a sense. Before you would have a playset where, like, look at the Paraka Stronghold, right? It's just three little separate
Yeah.
constructions, and your brain has to fill out the rest. If Lego did that now, I guarantee it would be a better set, right? They would make a full structure, full interior, it'd all be connected. But it will
Yep.
then also be $300, and a kid won't be able to get that. I didn't even get the Paraka Stronghold as a kid.
Correct.
Like it's now become an adult product because the sets have become so like mocks, really detailed and really proficient and really detailed, but now then they've boxed out, in my opinion, their core audience, which also we've just completely gone off on just like a Lego run here, which is fine, versus looking at the commercials.
They
But
deserve
like,
it.
um, but it's a completely different strategy. It's like models are now hyper detailed and have a million pieces, which is great, and that's what mocks should be, right? But but
Yeah.
Lego doesn't really do play sets anymore in the traditional sense, where it's like, oh, the set has lots of big gaps in it and stuff, but it has big pieces so you can fill in the imagination. The sets are cheaper so kids can buy them. Like, at least in my opinion, I feel like it's their focus has shifted from children to basically rich adults.
It feels like kids have just completely been phased out of like the Lego I guess like focus. Like yeah, they got a lot of sets that kids would like,
Yeah.
but in terms of what kids today could afford, I mean, and especially now with the economy and all that, it's like how what parent is gonna buy their kid a $40 set
Well,
that's not even that big?
this is the thing. Now they sort of buy them for themselves as well. It's like, oh, and I think
Yeah.
this is where they have the splash appeal, right? Instead of a kid being like, oh, I really like Ninjago, I want to buy that, which I'm sure still that does happen as well. But it's like, oh, my child likes Minecraft. There's Lego Minecraft. My kid likes Fortnite. There's Lego Fortnite. My kid likes Star Wars. There's Lego
Yeah,
Star Wars. It's like the
it's
fan
a good
like
combined thing.
yeah, it's like they're not necessarily coming for Lego per se. They are because it's like this again. It's like a pop Funko of that thing. Ooh, this is the Lego version of Star Wars. I want that. And again, that's always been its appeal. But it's Lego has really become like an IP vehicle now, more so than anything.
Yeah,
Um, and I think
it's taken over their brains. I think that's probably why, like, that Bionicle fan project. Sorry, here's why I think Lego deserves this.
yeah, nah, fuck
Because
them for that.
shutting down that project after 8 years of like goodwill, that's fucking nuts. That's fucking nuts to me. That's like, dude, what kind of corporate like
You know what?
mindset is that?
This is
That's
something I didn't really
awful.
think about. They also struck all of the Bionicle movies off of YouTube. Uh, I heard that they've had a
I
legal
saw that.
shift. I think it might be from Ignition Zone, who's a great channel. I think they mentioned that there's reports that Lego has changed its internal legal strategy, and they're probably, like Count Orlok says in the comments, probably like Nintendo right now, where they're like, well, Lego was just a bit, oh, it's old, whatever. But now they're like, I don't care if it's old, strike it down because they took down all the
Yeah, it's
Bionicle
mine, mine,
movies.
mine, mine, mine.
They're not even on Netflix anymore. Where the hell do I watch? I've got them all downloaded anyway, but still, it's like you're not making money from the Bionicle movie because you don't have it on the Bionicle movies except for Journey to Come. Like, um, like if it's not on streaming, you're not making money. What are you doing? You're hoping for an occasional VHS sale of Mask of Light? Like, what are you doing? Put it back up. It's not hurting anyone.
Yeah, I think like yeah, it's not even circulate. It doesn't make any sense. Like it's so anti media preservation, and that's why I'm like I'm paranoid for shit like Biomedia Project
Mm.
because like that's like the number one source for everything Bionicle like was, you know. And if that gets scrubbed, then it's like it's gone. Um,
Yeah, no, it's
I don't know
yeah,
why they have this shift in legal strategy. I have to assume it's that they're more emboldened by the IP stuff. Like they just, I mean, now they're working with Nintendo, so they're probably just
well,
fucking
this
learning
yeah,
from
maybe,
teacher.
yeah, maybe like they had the lawyers in the room when they were setting out to make the Nintendo sets, and then they were like, I like, I like these guys. Let's stop pinching some of that stuff.
Be just like
Yeah,
them.
it's crazy, and I think it's really sickening for them to have. It'd be one thing if this entire time was unsanctioned, and then they pulled out and said, no, we don't want this. It would be still shitty, but at least they hadn't already set the precedent that they were cool with it. That's really evil. To say, yep, go ahead,
That's
we're fine
yeah.
with it.
It's a special kind of scummy to
Yeah.
just suddenly completely backtrack on what it's like lying. Essentially, it's a glorified lie.
Yeah, yeah, and it's
Um,
really horrible because it's been years since they did it, so they allowed them to pour years and years of work into something to basically rug pull them. Oh, okay, you're this close to completion. Yeah, sorry about that. None like screw you, which is horrible, really horrible
yeah.
thing to do. And they're scummy for it. I'm just gonna check the comments just to see what people are chiming in with. Kids don't have money. Kids don't. Well, kids have pocket money. They should have money. Like I think a big thing, and I think I mentioned this in my video on how G2 died. Is that canister sets were affordable even for a kid back in the day. A canister set on average had like 40 pieces. Um, they were within Matoran were within impulse categories. Um, with Lego's new strategy, which they did with G2, is the sets have over 100 pieces. So of course they're really expensive. And this is the problem, I think.
Yeah.
While you make the sets better and they have loads and loads of pieces, they become prohibitively expensive for a smaller volume of stuff. Um, oh,
Yeah.
and then what was I going to say? Let's see, blah, 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 blah. Luca says, I don't know how representative the spending audience my perspective is, but the only people I know that buy current Lego sets are either in their late 20s and beyond. It's true. In fact, the Lego store in Milton Keynes, which is whereabouts I live, I've just self-doxed myself for some reason. Um, they I've seen like lines, as if it's like an Apple store where people are like lining up to go in, and they're all like old, not old people, but like late 20s, 30s, and it's weird because I'm just like, wow, people are lining up like I would never think of the day, like when we were kids and stuff, that people would be like this in demand for this thing that we used to be like weird for liking. And it's like, oh, this shit's like super mainstream now with adults. Um,
Yeah, it's just it is crazy because like yeah, I would get made fun of all the time growing up for being into Lego, like even in middle school, because they're like, "Aren't you a little old?" And I'm like, "It says up to 13."
Oh, it's. I'll stop playing when I hit 99 years old, which is the upper threshold of Lego enjoyment, actually. Yeah, no, it's crazy. Now it's trendy to
Everyone
have it.
loves it.
Everyone has it. Everyone has a plant, a Lego plant in their house or a Technic car or something. It's like, oh nice. Now it's cool now. Okay, huh, interesting. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, I'll be like speaking to someone just you know where they're like, oh, when someone brings up your niche interest and you have to pretend like you're not super entrenched. It's like, oh yeah, I've been getting really into Lego. Like I got the Diagon Alley set, and I'm like, huh, yeah, 90% of the structure of my house is Lego. Wow, that's interesting.
Legos consumed my entire life. Oh,
Yeah.
apparently my mic is louder than yours on
Oh.
the stream.
Oh. Oh. How can I fix that? Who says that? Who said that?
That's my friend.
Oh.
That's watching it right now. My bestie.
How do I change that?
Okay. Let me. I can't even see your stream anymore. So in OBS you should be able to like just adjust. Oh, actually no. In Discord, open Discord and right click my icon, and then you'll see user volume. You can just lower that,
Say again.
or even
Let me just move
raises.
that.
Yeah.
What am I doing? Where am I going? Sorry, more options or what? I'm a boomer.
Go to dis. You're on Discord.
Yep.
I know you're a boomer. Right click my icon in the call,
Heels.
and then you'll see user volume in that like drop down.
Oh, it's trying to like show me my own stream. How do I click your icon?
Uh, hmm. So is there like a little like little thing that shows like two people, and then you could just hit hide like if you over if you hover over it, it says show members. Am I
No.
going crazy?
Voice and video settings. No, I feel like what you're saying normally makes sense, but it's like my screen is like, ah, here we go. Now I got it. It was showing in a weird way. User
Okay.
volume. So what, you're louder than me? Or I'm louder than you?
Yeah. I'm louder than you.
Okay, I've turned you down like 74%. To
All right.
74%, sorry.
Great.
Not. Hopefully that
And
solves it.
and you can hear me
Yeah, you've
probably.
been fine.
Okay.
You're just
And I hear you fine.
okay, cool.
And then I'm gonna restart my Discord because it's being stupid and not
Alright,
showing your stream. So let me just.
I'll respond
I'll
to
be
some comments.
right back.
Blah 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 blah. Most people I see roaming around Lego stores in big cities, at least in their 40s. True. There's more than one reason that Lego have shut masks of power or down, especially regarding the game devs and their etiquette, especially their social media presence. You can thank the devs for throwing a fit of a curse for people putting the spotlight on those devs on Twitter. For the record, I bought all the G2 sets I could in Canada. I made sure to get all of the original Toa. Of course, I had to. And then after seeing the skeletons, I was like, ugh, nope. And then I
Okay.
made sure to get at least Tahu of the second wave, and then the Beasts are the worst things I've ever seen in my life, so I didn't buy them. Thankfully, Rossbound is going to be a thing. Bionicle fans seriously need to pour their resources into an IP. No, it's true. I think especially when you're working at that level of professionality, and now that they've got the clout, because I mean IGN and stuff was talking about them, it's a good time for them to switch to an original IP. If they'd started from the get-go original, they would never have got this recognition. So it might be a blessing in disguise for them. I was able to buy
I'm back.
Yo. I was able to buy Visa on Fenrir, Plutarch and Axon instead of a Switch 2. Yep, Bionicle over Nintendo any day. Oh, are you here? Hello.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, cool. And Jack says perfect. Nice.
Fucking hell yeah. Hell yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah. It's my goat.
Where were we? We were just complaining, as always.
Well, for some reason your we love doing that. I for some reason your stream isn't showing to me.
Where?
Could you like I guess on Discord. Could you like stop sharing and then reshare it on Discord?
I can, I guess.
Yeah. I don't know why it's been stupid.
It's being stupid. The Skull guys were kind of kino, as in cinema. No, they weren't.
I hated okay, now it's working. I hated those skull guys. From Bionicle.
And
Laziest shit in the world.
the fact that they were literally the Egypt themed skeleton sets, and they were like, let's just call them Bionicle. And why did yeah. It's so we already said it, but it's so validating to know that they were a complete reuse of a scrapped theme. They were like,
You know, it also shows me all that concept art. I'm like, I gotta believe that's fucking
that
bullshit.
shit
They
is
made
fake
that
as
shit
hell.
like that
Yeah.
year. That's not concept
It's
art.
not
That's just
concept art. It's
art they
just
did.
exactly. It's just fun art. Like the fact I kind of crazy that Bionicle ran out of steam after Wave One. They lifted the tower and they were like, "What do we do? We have no ideas. Oh, that Egypt thing we designed is lying around. Use those skeletons from that theme. Next wave, we do the tower again. What are we doing? We have no ideas. Take the other shit from the Egypt theme. Crazy, insane.
It's fucking ridiculous.
It's actually insane. Like you run out of steam that soon.
And I remember people get mad at us because we were calling that shit lazy, but it is lazy,
It's
and it's
so
fucking confirmed
it's
now.
so good to get like official scientific confirmation that it is lazy. It wasn't just subjective. It was objectively lazy.
The most half-assed fucking comeback ever. Literally just, we have this IP lying around, and then we're gonna ruin all the goodwill it has left.
Oh, people in the comments, I guess, are not privy to this information. That duck bricks leak that happened that has circulated in certain circles. And there are certain things in that leak, such as this scrapped Egypt theme, and that Egypt theme has literally the skull villains, the creature combo bullshit from 2016 in it. It's all lifted into G2. They copied all that
Yeah,
shit because it was just lying around.
they just threw it all in there because they didn't have any ideas.
And what's crazy is it was cooler in the Egypt theme. They had like the skeletons with herringbones and stuff like that. Like that shit was actually cool as an original IP. It was kind of like to me that stuff looked like Chima but better.
Yeah. Oh, Chima.
But instead they were like, what if we strip out anything cool about this and put humanish skeletons in Bionicle? Isn't that cool, huh?
What if Bionicle had no imagination? That's epic, right? They can't even be fucked to name any of the villains, any of the like side characters in the sets. And then, oh, the book says so. Why should I have to fucking read to know this character's name?
Listen, we're creating a brand new fantasy universe. The villains are skeletons and spiders. Fucking Halloween ass theme.
Also, who are the allies to the main heroes? You know, fire guy.
The red one. It's literally the kids are like, oh, I like the red one. The red one. What if Jalamari was tiny and looked worse, and there was 6 of him? That's what we're doing.
That's such a great. That's a great description.
I want to see.
Literally
Okay.
Jalamari, but worse.
I wonder if there's an easy to hand. I don't know. Would I get? I feel like maybe. Well, we're Lego takedown territory, so I feel like if I pull up any Egypt theme images, I'm gonna get completely destroyed out here.
I think you should not do that. Just take our word on it. Look at just what's that channel that's been uploading shit? I don't know. It's hard.
Yeah,
just know it's part of that big duck bricks
yeah.
link.
We're not just ass pulling here. That is a real thing. I've seen it with my own eyes, and it's literally completely lifted. And again, it's just so vindicating to be because we're not nostalgia blind. Like I can look back at G1 stuff and say like this sucked. Like G2 is just I did a poll on my channel a while ago to see like how old were a lot of people when G2 came out. Now it's the tiniest sample size ever, but I think a lot of people grew up around the time or were kids with G2, which is so funny because the ultimate irony is they're nostalgic for that. It's like it's such a cop out because I'm happy to admit when things are good. Like G2 had some good mask designs. The 2015 How is fucking badass.
2015 golly fucks to me. Like that mask is so cool.
And Gali has a really nice design composition, great color layering. Like the only thing I don't like about Gali is she has the open ball joints that they all have, except for Kopaka.
Yeah.
But and it's funny because they created that torso without the ball joints for the Star Wars figures, which is it's like
great,
okay,
awesome,
great,
awesome. Great
Thanks.
to know that.
Thanks.
Fucking hate Star Wars. God
Yeah.
damn it.
But Gali, cool set, looks great. Love her weapons, love her mask. I actually like the choice of using the cyan color. It's really nice. Gali.
Yes.
2015 How, beautiful. Like if that was bigger, that is I would love for that to have been the Mystica How. That's such a goated design.
Oh, I know, dude.
Great design.
Honestly, like these are, I would say these designs, at least for Gali and Tahu, and
Mhm.
I'll even throw Liwa and Kopaka in there. They're good Mystica like stand-ins.
I don't
It's
know about those ones, but sure. My problem with
okay, mainly Gali and Tahu.
my problem with Kopaka is it's like they reinterpreted every mask, but they ran out of ideas with Kopaka and just made the same mask again, but slightly worse. It's the
That's
same.
true. I mean, but
It's
isn't
just
that? It feels like all the masks is that they're like the old masks but worse.
they are, but
Except for
they
Gollies.
but they
Gollies
all
feels new.
they all had unique flair to them. Like even the ones I don't like, they took an original spin on them. The
That's
Yakaku is
true.
literally exactly the same but worse. It's just like how about we took away some of the angularity here? We flipped the forehead events the other direction. Um, and yeah, let's call it a day. And it's like okay,
I think I have a soft spot for Kopaka because that's the one that I touched and we went viral for some reason.
there you go. Yeah, no, it's true. I didn't slip. Classic. And even from 2016 is even worse. But I'll give him that. Umarak, the Hunter is a badass. I really like Umarak the Hunter as a set. Great set. The legs are I would probably make a slight tweak to the legs, just a bit. But that one used the 2016 torso thing really well. The the Wendigo type like deer horns thing is really inspired, really cool. Um, it the swivel action also really works for a bow design. Very good. And Umrak's face is a bit janky, but it like works with the whole thing. Like I would never say like, oh, this is a great mask as itself, but as part of the Umrak total package, good mask works for it. Like
Yeah,
Umrak is cool. Like his later form horrible, but the OG one good.
I agree. I think it's funny too because 2016 sets overall are all downgrades.
Hmm.
Um, except for Umarak. Umarak's way better than Skull Spider. Although I will say, Lord of Skull Spiders, whatever the fuck his name is, I think that one's cool.
That one is
I
cool.
do think that's a good
The
set.
thing I hate about the Lord of Skull Spiders, because Lord of Skull Spiders is actually you actually have a Technic Rahi build. Great, fantastic, love it. I just
Mm-hmm.
hate that all of the facial details are a print. Like if they had just
Yeah.
put some studs, give me some red Lego studs as eyes, and just build a face. The fact that his entire facial detail is printed on, like Bionicle inherently is a very like all of the pieces are very detailed. It's all physical detail building. Why is his
Yeah.
his face just flat 2D? He's not a minifig. Like, and it and I don't like printing in Bionicle in general. I think the time like, but I can live with it for decals, not for like facial details. It's like imagine if Tahu's head was just
Yeah.
a brick with a print on, like the gift with purchase. It works for that because it's a Lego build. For a Technic action figure build, I don't want just a flat print. So Lord of Skull
Yeah.
Spiders is nearly great to me.
I understand that. I get that view. I think that for me, I think it's fine for what it is. I think if it was a Rahi, it'd piss me off more. Um,
I guess so. I would
but I
probably I have tweaks I would make to it, but I can understand why Lego didn't. Like I think its legs are pretty static, but that can be fixed with CCBS ball joints. But then you have to include an extra ball joint for every limb, and then the piece count goes up. Blah
I
blah
think
blah.
my whole thing is the lack of Technic hurts that set. Like if the legs were all Technic and were like, I think that would make it better, more sturdy for sure when you stand it.
Yeah, to be fair, I've
Um,
never actually had it in person. Again, I made sure to get the six Toa. I was not running out to get like I respect the Lord of Skull Spiders from afar because I respect it, but I was not gonna spend my hard-earned money on a spider I don't give a shit about.
I bought that shit because I wanted to get this whole wave.
Yeah.
Because at the time I wanted to show up for Bionicle.
Oh
Now
yeah.
I'm like, why the fuck did I spend all that and waste it? So I didn't even show up for that 2016. I
Yeah,
said,
that's
fuck
it.
that. I
That
bought
that was
Golly, I
exactly it.
think, because that was the only appealing one.
Yeah,
I
the only
said,
one I
whatever.
literally got Tahu just because I was like, I need to get one. It has to be Tahu. Oh no, good grief, Tahu
Yeah.
2016. Tahu 2016 has red, orange, trans orange, cyan, gold, gray, flat orange, black, And then if you throw in all the Technic colors, Tahu is pushing over 10 colors on that set. It's abysmal to look at.
It is abysmal to look at. I know we love ranting about Bionicle, but we should probably return to commercials.
Yes, we should. We went on a complete tangent. I think it was kind of interesting. It seems like a lot of people.
I think we're smart.
I guess the Egypt thing is not that widely known. Again, we combed through that, but I guess not everyone did, which is fair. I mean, technically, it wasn't.
That is fair. To be fair, I thought it was more widespread. Then again, you're like my main inside guy to the Bionicle space now, so.
There you go. So, and I'm no insider.
I'm like, well, you knew about it.
People send shit to me, so it's just like, so I think we're like 2 proxies removed from people who actually have connections to shit.
Which is good. Leaves us out of trouble.
Exactly.
We're humble observers.
Yeah, we're speaking about a hypothetical fictional thing called Egypt. I'm talking about the country of Egypt, man. I'm not
country of Egypt.
I'm not talking about a CCBS theme called Egypt. What?
What does that even mean? I know the African country of Egypt.
Yeah, exactly. Talking about some
Ancient
over here.
warning of great beasts.
Speaking of Technic little animal bills, these guys are the goats.
Oh man, this is such a cool.
It's a nice, cool, like 3 pixels.
Yeah, I can count them, man.
You know what's
I like what they were going for, but the screen capture, I'm like, God.
You know what's cool? And actually talking about reusing stuff, did you know that a lot of the Rahi features are reused from I guess this is just a insider scoop. A lot of the original Rahi features are reused from the Technic competitor sets.
Really?
These ones I can't pull up on screen without being a degenerate and getting everything destroyed. So, I don't know if this will show up on stream, but Technic competition was a theme that existed, which is actually where the goated launcher came from. Is this showing up on stream? I don't know if we can verify that.
It hasn't caught up yet for me. So, eventually, maybe? Are you doing it on the same monitor?
I am, yes. I wonder if it will. It might not show up just yet, or maybe I'm actually sharing the screen versus instead of the.
Yeah, I think it's just the screen. So
I
think
window.
that.
If I pop it here, let me know if that's popped up.
Stream is still catching up. So,
okay, fair enough. I don't want to get too deep into it if people can't see them.
Okay, yeah, they are there.
Okay, cool, perfect. So, these are the Technic competition sets. So these are an old theme where the goated launcher came from. Honestly, the best launcher Lego ever created is this bullet launcher. This punching feature here. So you've got a bit of a zigzag scissor kind of action which the Kanera and the Muaka have here, and on this set here. You've got this scissor punching action. And as you can see, these kind of look like Tarakava, if you look at them, kind of.
They kind of do.
So, and it's cool.
Yeah.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with reusing features, but it's cool to just see, like, that, Lego is a real, like, Technic theme. And again, and here we're reusing action features. We're not, like, reusing themes. We're not going, okay, it's not like Egypt where it's like, we're lifting the actual thematic elements of it. Oh, the skeletons, the fucking, the uniting stuff. Here it's actual, like, okay, we've designed innovative Technic functions here. Let's not leave these to waste, because this is a forgotten theme. When did Lego Technic competition come out? Let me see when this was released. This is from 1990.
I mean, I gotta assume like 99.
Yeah, it's like 98. It's like, and also it's interesting to see that, for obviously with purple and teal being dead for so long, that this theme was like purple and teal incarnate.
Man, Technic had the sauce. I mean, still kind of has the sauce, but at the time, man, had the sauce.
Yeah, the problem is now Technic used to be vehicles and fun shit. Now it's just vehicles, and I love the vehicles. Like, that's another theme where I'm like, I can't really complain about Technic at all, but I wish they would also do some original theme stuff again.
Like these figures, I would love to see those.
Yeah.
Like
I love the Technic figures.
Like
They're so
for Bionicle.
Cool.
Like, I think that that's the kind of figure Bionicle would have, where it's still posable, and then you can have a custom mask mold, but make it where you can remove the mask, obviously.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just looking at something. Even like the Cyber Stinger here, it's almost like a they're like little flying vehicles, and it's almost like a Robo Rider sort of look here. But yeah, the Cyber Strikers for sure are like proto Tarkava. But yeah,
That's so cool.
very cool. And then
I
it,
can even see like semblances of the Nui Jaga.
yeah, so very cool. And again, and what's cool about the Bionicle interpretation is instead of just stealing source, they're adding source, right? It's like
Mm-hmm.
Egypt is stripping out the source and making it more bland. Instead of zombie mummies, we're the generic skeletons. This is okay. We have these machines. Let's give them lore. Let's give them character. Let's make them within this universe of biomechanical beings. Great. You've elevated the concept versus stripping out what made the concept cool.
Exactly. Exactly.
So let's marvel at the 2 pixels on screen. You know what? I want to say it was
I
like
have
2000.
like,
It was
yeah.
sorry. It was like 2005 or 2006 or something. I remember being in a Toys R Us, and just at the back, mind you, this is years later. Um, there was just Amanas in the back of Toys R Us, still boxed there, and it's like, what the hell is this doing years later? And I begged my parents. I begged them so hard, and they said, "Fuck you." They just said, "Fuck you." And I'm like,
That
how?
happened
Oh, Holy Grail.
with
Sorry,
the
carry on.
Bionicle set, and for me too. Kmart. There was a fucking like it was like a Taraga set, but it was like 2007.
Jesus,
It's like,
how?
why are you here? It's like, wow, how are you even? The Lego wanted that bag, I guess.
They're like, we got one of these kicking around. Let's try it. Kmart will get rid of it. Crazy.
I could, I could see Lego doing that.
Kmart. Okay. Let's see. Let's move on to
Oh,
the Happy Meal.
McDonald's. I have the Jala one still. It's like, it hangs over my dashboard in my
Yeah,
car.
I only have Matoro, and I think that's thanks to Caleb. Like, I have Naparu, but from the box all set, so he doesn't really count. And then I got none of the others.
Yeah,
Oh no, actually no, I got.
I have
Sorry, I'm
Naparu and
lying.
Jala.
I got Kongu sealed in 2014. I remember buying it sealed because 2014 was an interesting time. It was like you could still get early Bionicle, still expensive, but not like these days expensive.
Yeah.
Like a seal to hunger, I got for like it wasn't the same as a Happy Meal toy should not be as expensive as it was, but it wasn't like over. It wasn't so insane. So actually, yeah, I have Kongu and Matoro.
It's outrageous now.
You can't even buy the individual limbs on Bricklink. I remember when I moved to Australia. I don't know if they got them late or something, but when I moved to Australia, everyone in school was like trading like Mactauran parts and Tohonga parts and stuff. And I just got into Bionicle from when I was in New Zealand, and I guess though like the no one had Tohonga there. Everyone had Borok and stuff like that. So it felt like it was a year late, but oh, the jealousy. I was like, God damn, everyone has all of these? Damn it. Missed that.
I have a funny story about my Jala one.
Mm,
My Jala McTorn thing was you know the display case that McDonald's would have of like their little Happy Meal guys, and you see them in there.
yeah.
Well, there was like a little opening on the bottom, so I I reached my hand in there, and I had my cousin watch me unlook at my cousin I make guard duty with for Voltage. And he was keeping lookout for me as I was like reaching it, and I fucking grabbed Jala and I pulled his ass out.
Yeah?
And it's in my car to this day.
Okay, also, I'm just gonna say I found people in the comments are clamoring for Egypt shit. Fuck it, I found it on Reddit. I'm just gonna drop it in here just quickly.
Oh
Just to
yeah,
see, we've got like
there
a
you go. Drop
knockoff
the link to
Tahoe,
Reddit.
and we can see the this essentially the Skull Scorpio, but infinitely better. Here's what people can see.
Mm-mm-mm.
Just a quick glance at that. There's
There you
more
go,
as
people.
well floating
Analyze
around.
and cross zoom.
There's again, these look better than the official sets that we got, and they have more interesting things going on. But yeah, that's all you get. Bye. That's just to show we're not chatting shit.
See, there you go, everybody. Verified.
Like the
Shut up.
and
Never
again-
doubt us.
literally, and it's just like great. Okay. Oh no, but G2's so cool. The skeletons are so awesome. Yeah, are they?
I love when they're feeble and
Like, oh, Skull Scorpio is actually
feeble
good.
and
It has a giant piece of scaffolding on its tail. That's really cool. When you see exactly like the original version of that they had was so much better. But yeah, interesting. Interesting to know the depths of the laziness of G2.
Ugh, it's so validating.
Hmm.
See, that's the thing, right? When you're a hater, you need to know the thing you're hating inside and out.
Well, this is it. Like, haters often know it better than the people who like it. To be a true hater, you have to truly love something.
Exactly. Nobody hates Bionicle more than people who fucking love Bionicle, I tell you.
Yeah.
Love all
McDonald's.
these pixels.
I always wondered why at no point they decided to put actual Lego pieces in Happy Meals. I wonder if this was just an expensive thing for them and they thought, screw it, we have so much faith in Bionicle, we're just doing it. Because again, the later
It's nuts because like those are all compatible with the actual sets. It's fucking crazy.
yeah, because the later ones are just basically standard McDonald's toys. But these, like, to put actual Lego,
Mhm.
I don't know if you recall any other examples, because I'm sure there's been a. Sorry, I keep bumping the mic. I'm sure there's been an example of a time where they've done a Lego promotion with like actual pieces of McDonald's, but I can't think of one.
I can't think of one either. I think it's just Bionicle was that bitch. Like,
I'm gonna.
I don't know.
I'm gonna Google
Like,
this because that I can't believe that Bionicle was the only time ever.
I mean, maybe like before our time in like the 90s and like 80s,
Yeah.
but I feel like Bionicle came in that sweet spot in the early 2000s.
Oh my God. Okay, there's been some. I think these look kind of like sexual predatory though.
Yeah?
I don't know. I don't know if this was an actual Happy Meal toy. Oh, why is it not? It was loaded. Why are you reloading? I don't know if yeah, it says Happy Meal. I mean, you could either get Jala or you could get this pedophile.
I didn't know they put Drake in here.
But yeah, isn't that a really cool toy? Look at this. Look at this. Look at this devious grin. What the hell is that? That's sickening.
He's fucking angry. That's a gooner if I've seen one.
That is an absolute. That should be the thumbnail of the Goonathon. That's crazy. But yeah, so it's like low key after the Tahunga Bionicle McDonald's toys fell off. Burger King's Mask of Light toys are goated as well, but they're still not Lego. But they're better than any McDonald's toys after the fact.
True. Mainly because Tiki had thing from Onopex.
I miss you guys, or whatever the hell he said. I can't remember what the fuck he said.
Yo, that was perfect.
It is. I see trees of green.
It's a wonderful world.
Excuse me, Emily. This is not Bionicle. Oh, God damn it, Emily.
Wow.
There better be a
Can't believe she put
Bionicle
Lego
cameo in this
commercial.
shit.
Mm-mm-mm.
Oh no, there you go. Actually, Kopaka shows up. Okay, Emily, all is forgiven.
Okay. Phew.
Nice.
Never questioned the goat.
Also, Lego Racers is a great theme as well. Damn.
Dude,
Lego.
I remember those little creatures in like one of the waves. They would be in like little baggies for Lego Racers.
Are you thinking like Zalax?
Yeah.
I feel
yeah.
like to the uninitiated, that just sounds like fucking gibberish.
I'm glad that you caught what I was. You picked up what I was putting down.
Yeah, no, I think I know what you're on about. Like, yeah, glop shito. That's what you're talking about, right? Oh, actually, one sec. I need to go onto the door.
Oh, okay. Well, chat, it's just me, your good pal, SYP the Mighty. And Bionicle. Any other bionicle opinions of mine you want to hear?
I'm sorry, I stepped away. Someone is delivering a hammer to my door.
Oh, hell yeah, they are.
I was about to pull over the greatest theme of all time, Xalax. This is literally just like a Lego deep dive, actually. Oh, one sec.
Fucking love Lego. But also, I hate Lego. It's beautiful.
That Amazon delivery guy was so shy. He was a real cutie patootie. But yeah, this is this what you were talking about, right? If it's on screen.
Yes, that's exactly what I was talking about.
Classic. Xalax.
The stream caught up. Yeah,
Okay.
Xalax, dude. I wanted all of them growing up.
Yeah, there's one that has like now this is courtesy of watching RR Slugger because he did a video on these that has like all three like of the purple shades, which is pretty freaking sweet.
Oh, freaking sweet, Lois.
Freaking sweet, Lois. Okay. Any other random ass themes that we want to just dive into? We're going on a random burrow here.
Fucking variety stream. Ew, advertisement advance.
Oh, was that an actual? Damn, Advance, come on, bro. Let's see. Oh boy, a Lego Epstein set that came with my Happy Meal. Great. And I'm just reading some of the comments. Da, 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 da. Oso's here. Tuxedo Takodachi. Rancid the Squid. Vent Light. Liam Meach. Shout out to y'all. Collector of a different toy as well. I have a Matora and Matora and Congo, both without their desks. Yeah, I left the bureau of my Hookie back in Staples when it was still around. Do you know what's crazy, right? It took me so long to realize, and this is really stupid as a kid, that you could hang the Borok inside of their canister, like upside down. Like the first Borok I had, I was literally like, what the hell is this extra piece? And part of me thinks like, was it really obvious in the instructions to show that you could do that? Because it was just lost on me. Am I just stupid? Yes.
Dude, I don't remember. I'm gonna trust you and say you're smart and they're dumb.
Correct. Oh, I do not remember that shit Pulse.
Oh, so
Damn.
fucking cool. So
Yeah.
nutty.
The Howl drop shit's just fucking badass as well. So cool. Also, damn, that like freeze frame there where
See,
you still see Tahu's eyes is like got Makuta vibes.
honestly, dude, I honestly wish they would pursue like I think that the arc Vakama had where he gets like influenced by evil, that should have went to Tahu, to be honest.
I like it's I think it's only really mentioned in the books, but I love the fact that so when Liwa gets Kranad, right? After the fact
Hmm.
he's all kind of nervous and like he still hears certain like whispers and he feels like paranoid that they still have some control of him. And obviously the whole team knows that happened, but they don't know that Tahu was briefly Kranad as well. So Tahu like feels him and like gets him and like feels sympathy for him. Tahu is absolutely the guy that gets bitten by the zombie and doesn't tell anyone. Like, but he's like it's like Lewa, I get what you're going through. He's like, really, how? And he's like, I just get it, man. I get it. That shit sucks. How do you know that? It sucks.
I just know it sucks.
I just know it. I feel like I know.
He like deflects and he's just like you look like shit. That's all I can tell. Don't stop asking me.
But I like that story beat where like Tao's a kind of a selfish guy, but he grows with time and he like as he experiences shit he becomes more soft, and I like the idea that shit, I know how fucked up that was. I get it. I get it, bro. Like I'm not gonna
Yeah.
punch you in the face as often now because I know you've had a hard time.
I won't backhand you today.
Like, look, I know that you're a victim. I don't need to personally victimize you too.
I'll just go bother Kopaka instead.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
Borok
Fucking hate that
launch
guy.
commercial. Have you seen? I don't think it will be in this list, but have you seen all those like early Borok videos where like the narrator calls them like bugs? Like they're just called bugs.
Yeah.
It's weird. God, this
Glad
one's
they call
so
Borak
this
now.
one's so pixely. It feels like a fucking Al Qaeda video. Oops, I skipped it.
So pixel, you skipped it.
Yeah, whoops. Stop giving me ads. Why is my ad blocker not on?
What the
Oh, damn.
fuck?
Tahoe post goon
Oh, it's the new one.
rising from the rising from the nut.
Post that clarity, Tahoe.
Also, this is something I always noticed as a kid. I don't know if we can. It's so pixely. Tahoe in this shot has his arms the wrong way around. He has them in like the lever configuration. You can see the wider base is at the bottom.
Yeah.
They got it wrong. Yeah, actually, you can see it more
Oh,
clearly here.
yeah. Yeah, I'm seeing it.
Yeah. Oh, shit's just badass. There's just something about the early 2000s and extreme sports. It's like, what if the Bionicles just were like at fucking X Games?
And then everyone said everyone liked that.
Everyone loved this. I look at this shit. Fucking.
I love literally
badass.
Coley is also like as a sport in universe is just what if
Yeah, I mean the
fucking sports were in Bionicles.
literally 2002, 2003 Bionicle. Yeah, it was exactly just like actually it was like what do boys in the 2000s like love specifically? Like robots and sports. Shove it all in one thing. And we know from the facts, again from the leaked documents, they were like, we don't care about girls, just boys.
Half the planet's populations, buddy, is not worth having.
You know what? That's marketing, though. You got to pick a niche. And I mean, the Bionicle's just cool enough that it had a broad enough appeal that it's like, yeah, this was targeted at boys, but guess what? You got to be a soulless pig to not like Bionicle.
Everybody likes Bionicle,
Exactly.
regardless of gender.
Exactly.
Bionicle's the GOAT.
How can you not love it? Okay.
Peaconicle.
Peconicle. That just sounds like a pecan. Let's see.
There's a meme you shared on Instagram. It's just like, oh, botanical is not what I'm called.
That was actually a Ginger Baraboo original. Let's see what the people are saying. Here, the purple Zalax. Had a bunch of them with lightning beam. Robo Riders or Slicers? Slicers all day. Robo Riders are interesting, but Slicers are better. Slicers are like a real proto Bionicle, while Robo Riders is like a weird deviation.
Yeah.
I got a new Vox set with instructions that showed you could do that with canister. Okay, so it was in the instructions. I think I was just being a stupid kid and just didn't understand what the extra piece was. Yeah, I was just being stupid. Instruction of the last page said remove the canister illustration. Okay, yeah, that was just me being dumb. Apparently we were cutting out for a bit. Let us know if we're still cutting out. Rising from the nut dermis. Correct. Concept of the Borok Queens being massive arachnids was cool. Yeah, no, I've heard of this. I heard some people speak about this recently. Maybe that was into some leaks as well. I like the final Barag design, but that also sounds cool.
Honestly, it would have been cool to get like the Barog, like one of them was still the current design, and then the other one was like the more arachnid.
There's a really cool prototype that reminds me of. It's a 2005 prototype that has like some sort of vehicle or some sort of spider that carries Matoran spheres. I'm gonna pull them up.
Yeah.
Like, 'cause I love stuff like that. Like the fact that Matoran spheres just in general are cool. The fact that you can combine the canisters to create a little pod. And I also like that one Hero Factory vehicle that was basically just a 2008 set that was designed to carry the hero canisters because, again, early Hero Factory was trying to be a little bit more lore consistent like Bionicle, and they just kind of gave up and thought, oh, yeah, you're fighting bullshit. But like this one here, this is the one. Let's just drag it into the window and make sure it works. This prototype here, which has like, I don't know if you can see that.
Not yet.
So
For some reason, it doesn't share on my screen share.
I think maybe my internet, because it keeps saying my stream is still running. We've paused this preview to say, I don't know. Let me know if that's died. Can you see that yet? I don't know. Let's see. People in the chat, can you see this prototype thing I've put up on screen?
Oh, there it is. I see it now.
Yeah, like this whole, it's got this little thing at the back that holds all the Matoran spheres. That's cool. I like it.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
Pretty good. There's another
Fucking
2000.
sweet, Lois.
There's another cool prototype. I think everyone knows the 2005 prototype with Kitongu in it. But there's a cool Tower of Toa prototype that's like cool and jungly. It reminds me of going into an audio jungle. I'm just gonna throw that one up on screen because it's just pretty cool.
Hell yeah. Honestly, like jungle as a setting, I'm surprised. Like, it feels like they just completely ditched after the Matanui stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I
Because
think
like Weak Koro was very swamp foresty, jungly, and
well, I think once
then they
they
just
moved,
everything else just dips it.
well, they just moved to the city basically, so no jungle, and then Voinui was just like, what if everything was
Dirt.
fucked? It was just like volcano and arid deserts and stuff, and then Marinui water. There wasn't really a chance. I guess there was probably some jungle in Barra Magna, but they didn't focus on anything in Barra Magna.
Who fucking cares about Bareback?
Oh, well, you don't care about Greg
Not
confirming
real.
Bota Magna and Bionicle Dinosaurs? Oh, dude, wasn't... Oh, the sequel to The Legend Reborn when Marinui rides a T-Rex was going to be so fucking cool! Yeah, that shit sounds
Whatever, so
stupid.
freaking good.
That sounds stupid.
Whatever, so cool. I'm like the god of Bionicle, by the way.
Yeah, real cool, Greg.
Go, Gregory.
Yeah. oh, Gregory! What the... Oh, silly. Oh, Gregory, time for your dinosaurs. Oh, mommy, I want turkey.
Gregory.
I want turkey dinosaurs, mommy.
Oh, Gregory, you get dinosaurs and no turkey.
Oh, Gregory, you get all the credit for Bionicle. Aren't you a cute little boy? I also really like that channel's name. That was from a channel called Grandpa Max Gaming. That's a base name.
Hell yeah.
Grandpa Max was a fiend.
Akimu has a channel?
Yeah, I feel like this was a real... Like, this was like where all the G2 uploads were coming out at the time. Every time a commercial was posted, I feel like this guy was posting them. Or gal, I don't know. Oh, look at that. Also, I like how they gave it to... Oh, if I remember correctly, this commercial is like that one song by... It's a really good... What is that? What's that band called? I have some of their music in my Spotify. I think this is the commercial that has that music.
It's not All American Rejects. It's too
Nope.
early.
It's called... It got an R2D2 ass name. It's called RJD2. I think this commercial has it. If I remember.
The Bionicle legend is back.
Yeah, it's in fucking crispy microwave quality, but this song that's playing in the background is a fucking banger.
The Bionicle legend is back. Arising from the protodermis, 6 heroes are transformed into the mighty Toa Nuva. With new masks, new armor, and new tools, Toa Nuva are ready to meet any challenge. But will their powers save the island of Matanui or shatter it forever? Cartoon Network
Oh no!
giving you
The Cartoon
chance
Network rose out of Matanui and destroyed the island.
Matanui or shatter it forever. Cartoon Network's giving you the chance to live the Bionicle legend.
This looks like the Bionicle army that was coming after Trump.
Bionicle legend. We're giving away more Bionicle stuff than you can shake a
Still
stick
waiting
at.
on the results.
One grand prize winner gets the jackpot. A solid gold Kanohi Mask of Power for your favorite Toa Nuva. An $800 value. But that's not all. The grand prize winner also scores all 6 Toa Nuva Bionicle action figures and a pile of other Bionicle goodies.
Oh, and you get a
500 prize.
Destiny MAGA hat as well. Sick. Look at that shit. You don't want the MABA hat, dude?
Just fucking Neparo in the background going, build that wall!
That's Nepara's gearing up to fucking drop bombs on Iran right now. Fucking hell.
Pile of other Bionicle goodies. 500 second prize winners score one of 6 new Toa Nuva Bionicle action figures. Want to get in on this? Go to CartoonNetwork.com and
Oh, and
register
the
for your
classic
chance.
Cartoon Network logo. So much better than CN.
So wait, let's see if you've got what it takes to live the legend. Bionicle from Lego.
I loved everything about that. That was an orgasmic experience. That is the highlight of the Goonathon so far.
Remember, kids, no eating in the car.
I don't think I've ever seen this one.
Okay, maybe just this one.
Mighty Hungry, Mighty Kids Meals. And now a Mighty Kids Meal exclusive.
Your turn. Who's that?
I like that was like a little. He had like a Tahu lampshade. Wait, where are you? Where are you?
Where are you?
There, look. What the hell is that?
What the fuck? Tahu.
Who's that?
You know, that's another thing with Bionicle.
Bionicle Upper Deck card game. 30 different cards to collect. Only.
Yeah, I mean the fact that Bionicle was in Friends and shit. Like, weirdly, not just standard Bionicle sets. I saw like Waira Nuva or like Waiura, one of the Toa Kaita is in like Friends, which is so random. It's not even like they just stuck a set, like put a canister set on display. They were like, oh, we actually want to build the combiner and put it on set. But yeah.
Only in a Mighty Kids Meal.
Yeah, I don't know how well this is playing for people on stream. We could just be like on mega lag.
On the island of Matanui, new ultimate Borok have awakened. New incredible powers behind the reptilian faceplate. New tools and
I
one
think the
goal
cow will
to
bring-
steal the powers of the Toa Nuva
Yeah, I mean,
and
I've
restart
always
the
said
Borok
they're a
swarms.
rehash, but like, and they're a clone. But like, if you clone the goat, is it also not the goat? Like, it's
Exactly.
if you think about it, that there were 12 Borok released, they're kind of cool. It's just as a brand new wave, yeah, they are a rehash, but the Borok is just they're just too good.
Ah, it's all right. That year we weren't there for them. We're there for the Toa.
Exactly, and I think it's cool that the Toa Nuva basically stuck around in that form till 2008. I think some form continuity was important, considering at a point everyone was turning into some shit every year. It was cool that they had two villains back
Yeah.
to back. And the Yakshi.
Ah, Rakshi? What
Rakshi.
are Rakshi?
Those, but the same ones.
They look like a bunch of sad Sangheilies.
Oh, literally, they're very, very sad Sangeelies. Very cool. I think, well, I'd say the biggest negative that the Rakshi introduced was just ushering in a way, like, until the Visorak, grey just being the secondary color. Because what? The Vaki, the Rakshi, the Metru, and the
Just felt
Hordika.
easy, I guess.
Yeah, I think it kind of worked with the Rakshi, but then it was like, and this is my theory, because the Metru had so many new parts, like an entire library of new parts essentially. They took away the recolor budget because it was just like, yeah, just make him gray. It's like everything is new.
Should have made him black.
Yeah, I think it would have
Like, if
looked
they
cool.
just stayed black, I think it would have been fine.
Yeah, and I don't. It's not like I dislike the gray. It is just more color is always better. What is this? What is this? A Yakshi? And I think someone said it in the comments at some point on one of my shorts that yeah, I think that we start moving towards with the Borok Kyle, the collectibles being a little less essential. Like with the Toa and the Borok, the Kanoi and the Krana, you see them, you want them. The second you start hiding them, the less essential they feel. Like if I own a Rakshi, you don't
Yeah.
even know if there's a Krana in there. Like it's cool, and the fact there were so many was cool, but it's like it doesn't affect the look of the set if you have no Krata.
Which, I only have like 2 of my 6 Rakshi.
Yeah, I have Krata just scattered in my
But,
pieces.
no Crowder, no problem.
Exactly, you can't even tell. I have, yeah, like my Rakshi just packed away, and I'm pretty sure they don't have Krata in them, but I have Krata just in my pieces. I don't remember Makuta being in a commercial. Was he? I remember Takanuva having his commercial where he's like walking around. He's just
Yeah.
doing the fucking like what's the guy from Guardians of the Galaxy? The golden guy. The fuck's his name?
Oh,
Adam
Adam
War
Warlock.
He's just doing the fucking Adam Warlock at the camera. Usanui is it? I think because Takanuva kind of doesn't use it after that. Oh shit, I don't think I've ever seen this. Usanui is just a really underrated set. Really cool set. Like
It
that
is a
vi-
really cool set, especially because it was in the movie.
Yeah, and I actually think the function of the landing gear deploying all at the same time is actually really underrated. Um, I also, as a kid, because he builds them out of the. Is it canon that he also uses the Toa tools on this? Because the fact that it has like Lewa katanas and Pohatu stuff on it, I always thought like, did he build it out of the like, hey Toa Nuva, give me your weapons, I need them too, to build my little thing.
Yeah.
I don't think that's canon.
Nah. But it's cool.
That it is. Also, you keep me posted when you need to bounce as well.
Like a half hour. We got
Cool.
time.
Platinum Mask of Light commercial.
She unto Montanui.
Oh, it's got the
Are
same
they
music
hunting the
again.
precious mask
They
of
like
light?
this song. I like this song.
I also like
Tsunami's giving you the chance to be a part of the BIONICLE Legend.
I actually think this might be the commercial I remember.
Well, stuff your head's gonna spin. One grand prize winner hits the jackpot. The only solid platinum Kanohi Mask of Light in existence. A 7.
I heard that someone owns like multiples of like the collectibles, like the solid gold, solid. I think there's like a platinum Krana as well. I feel like someone has like hoarded these.
It's probably, yeah. I imagine it's probably all the same guy.
It was also the Krater observation. Yes, it was Big Lad Studios. See, I remember the comments. I like the rock she can fly despite nothing about the actual figure indicating that. What I found interesting is they show it in the toy commercial because it feels like that would be a Miramax ass pull, which I respect. Nearly all Miramax ass pulls were great, but the fact that even the toy commercial has them flying like that is cool. Had no idea how valuable Parak Var was. Parak Var is valuable to me specifically because it was the first set that I went out and bought, like of my own volition, because I got the two Garloks as a birthday present, but I went out and got the Parak Var. They also used a few scrap Borok for parts from the Borok Var, which was canon to the story. Okay, cool. Yeah, I mean, I like the fact that the vehicle looks like a hodgepodge of Rakshi parts and Borok and Nuva stuff.
Yeah.
It is cool.
$1,000 value. But that's not all.
What was your first set? We've probably mentioned talking about this before.
Me? My first set was. I absolutely have. It's a Nua.
That's why. That makes
From.
sense.
Yeah, it's 2001 Anua. He was my very first set, and he's my specialist guy. Still my favoriteest Bionicle ever. He's awkward, and that's why I love him.
Yep. No, definitely. Like every iteration of Onua has been. Well, actually, I'm gonna hold my tongue because no, G2 Onua sucks. But
G2 Anua sucks, but Anua, I love that guy.
great character. I love his.
I love his dynamic with Pohatu.
I love all his
I
dynamics.
think,
I like his that he's like the little team savior. Like he's like the ace up the sleeve when they need to get out of a fucking pickle. It's like he's there.
He's there, he locks in. I love that he was the last one standing when they were fighting against the Paraka and
Yeah.
were like overpowered. Like Anua fucking stood firm, man. It's my goat.
Yeah, actually, it'd be cool to. I just want to dip into that because I want to get the sequence because I remember there's one. I feel like one of the characters fell because one of the other guys fell. It was like a no, not you. Uh, let's see. I'm on Biosector right now. I want to see the sequence of that fight. I wonder if it'll be on the Toa Nuva page.
Might even be on Anua's page.
Because I might briefly. I also like Onua always does the the sacrifice play. Like when he's fighting Liwa, when he's Krana, Onua basically says like, "I'm not gonna fight you. If you're not in there to not attack me, go ahead." He just says like, at the end of that fight, I know Liwa's in there and he wouldn't do it. So if you kill me if you must. And I'm pretty sure Onua does the same thing in 2006 to gain the Matoran Resistance's trust as well. He kind of throws down his weapons and is just there like, I come in peace. If you gotta attack me, go for it. Like he's very much like
Yeah,
he's a peacemaker.
he is a peacemaker. Anua is so, to me, he feels almost like one of the most principled guys.
Yeah.
Along with Pohatu. Where he just kind of like sticks to the peace option, or like at least trying to de-escalate. He's cool. I like him.
Yeah, it's like what I find funny though is Pohatu, Onua, and Gali are the chill ones in the team.
Contrast.
But they're the chill ones in
Yeah.
the team. But Pohatu and Gali typically fight to keep the team together, and Onua just kind of doesn't. He just stands by and lets it happen. He's like, well.
Well, yeah, I think because he's got anxiety, man. He's like, I don't want Tahu to yell at me.
It's just funny, like Pohatu and like Gali are like try. Gali's nagging. Pohatu's like, come on, brother. It's like, I don't know. Was just like, well, if it happens, it happens. Like,
Gali's like, Tahu, I hate you. And he's like, I hate you. Pohatu's like, no, we're all friends. We're all pals. Come on, guys.
it's like Onua later clenching his fist in the shower after it's all gone down. Don't fight, please.
That'd be funny if there was like an argument between like Kopaka and Tahu, and Gali and Pohatu are like trying to calm them down, and Anua just has to step in. Be like, you guys gotta knock it off, man.
Yeah, I do like the fact that there is like the team is really half and half. Like Lee was just a hothead. Tahu's a hothead. Kopaka's a prick. Lee was just like, I don't give a shit. I want to have fun and fly around and be a little bitch.
Liwa, yeah. No, Leo is literally just like, what if, like, I just had fun and smoked weed?
It's like,
And you guys...
Yeah, it's just like, I don't care if the team falls apart. I don't give a shit. Like...
He's like, I like, honestly, guys, if we broke up or you all die tomorrow, like, I can go back to Lee Koro and have a good time. I got it pretty easy.
Yep. Okay, I want to find this.
I hang out with the guys who play music for fun.
Let's see. Tornuva. Okay, Envoy Nui, blah 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 blah. No, before that. Where's the fight? Show me the fight.
Maybe, is it Island of Doom, or is it what was it? The follow-up
I'm
to
just
that?
reading like the saga guides. Tornuva arrived. Unaware of the Paraka's capability, the battle quickly went south for the Tornuva. Hakan defeated Gali with a mental blast. Avak imprisoned Kopaka. Tahu was overwhelmed by Zaktan's prototype swarm. Liwa, Pohatu, and Onua finally downrated. Pohatu and Onua actually, they're capable. Liwa gets credit as well, but it's good to know that Onua and Pohatu were like, while everyone else is getting fucked up, they're like, we know what we're doing. They finally downed Radak, but were subsequently defeated by the other. Yeah, well, come on. They were outnumbered at that point. Like, it's not their fault that Gali, Kopaka, and Tahu were bitched out immediately.
Pohatu and Anua, I think, will always be... Yeah, I love that duo as well, because Pohatu's got like such like a boastful like personality, like a he's outgoing,
Yeah, he's like peak,
social butterfly.
Yeah, that's it. He's like peak extrovert. Like he's just cool with everyone. That's the disgusting thing as well, because I like how even in the alternate universe, while all the Toa are evil, Pohatu is still a good guy because he's just that.
He's still a good guy.
And that's what's sickening about G2. You're gonna turn the guy who, even when everyone's evil, is a good guy into like, oh, I hate Scopio's guy. Come on.
Makes no sense. That's a Kopaka trope.
You made a second Kopaka for no reason. Yeah.
And that means that we had a void of no Pohatu. We had nobody who was like, had that personality like Pohatu. So annoying.
Real annoying.
Because especially because like I loved Anua being awkward and Pohatu being like, nah, you just gotta socialize, man.
And,
Just
and this
gotta
is
be normal."
this is absolute headcanon as well. Like this is not necessarily reflected in the story, but I'd like to believe that the more outgoing Onua we see in like 2003, like in Mask of Light onwards, is due to Pohatu basically like dragging him out of his shell in a sense. Like he becomes less stoic
Absolutely.
over time as Pohatu basically socializes him.
Absolutely, 100%. I that's my headcanon as well. I think that Pohatu and Anua, even if they didn't meet as Toa, like even if they were just random Matoran, I think they would still be friends. That's my headcanon.
Yeah,
um,
it's like I feel like Onua's the like the when an extrovert adopts an introvert. That's Pohatu and Onua. He's my pet introvert.
literally. Pohatu goes to his group of friends, which is the other Toa, and he's like, "Oh, and this is my friend Anua." Hi, hi, I'm Anua.
Hello. By the end of it,
Like,
he's
did you have to bring him? Yes, I had to bring him.
and after all of that, after pulling him out of the depths of social ineptitude, he makes fun of his industry. What a piece of shit.
That's how you know they're actually friends.
that's
Because
exactly.
he could poke fun at Pohatu.
Exactly. They're ribbing each other. They're true friends. Classic.
True
yeah,
friends.
and Maktuti, the bionic man. This guy,
yes,
this
biblically
kid
accurate
is like,
Makuta.
this is the most 2000s looking kid I've ever seen. There's no other era this child, like, aside 90s and 2000s is the only era this child could have lived.
Best Bionicle gameplay? There's no substitute for a PC with hyper-threading technology. Look for
Crazy.
the Intel Pentium 4 processor.
Bionicle the game,
HD technology.
was okay.
Bionicle, it's in the
Some
game.
levels I really fucking hate.
Yeah, my biggest thing is the fact that there's just not enough levels with everyone. Like the fact that you can only play some as Nuva and some as Mata. I'm like, you need both.
Yeah, I would have loved Anua and Pohatu Mata. And Gali Mata as well.
Oh, and the fact that Pohatu,
Honestly, I just wish I had the Mata.
Pohatu just gets a freaking minecart.
Train level?
Yeah,
So
come
stupid.
Be your guide, and an adventure will come to light. Bionicle, Mask of Light, the movie.
I like how he fucking beats the mask at the screen for this.
Bionicle, Mask of Light, the movie. Rated PG, now on DVD and video.
I still have that.
I hate that title.
What title?
Bionicle Mask of Light, the movie.
Oh, the.
You don't need the movie there.
Yeah, you do. Because you know,
Yeah.
because the theme is Bionicle Mask of Light. That's the theme. So it's Mask of Light, the movie.
Just call it Bionicle the movie, or just Bionicle
Yeah,
Mask
you
of
don't
Light.
need both names. Also, I love this. Excuse me, why these two brothers, two very sad twin brothers with Maku over here?
The Da Vinci twins.
Da Vinci? Freaking sick. Also,
fucking sweet,
just
Willis.
come off it, Takua. Like, you want to put your fucking own face on that mountain, prick.
He's like, I'm gonna honor the fallen. Me, my younger self.
Like, wow, I am a Toa. Time to immediately erect a monument to my glory.
To the greatest chronicler who ever lived.
Oh, actually, this is
Me.
badass. This is sick. I love the Toonami. What the hell is his name? The robot guy. I forget.
Tom.
Also, this is I pointed this shot out before, but like this, they didn't render his capes here, so like, Vakama's like commanding people on top of Takora with his cock out. Like, you're naked, dude. Where
Put some clothes
are
on.
your robes, man? He's like a fucking naked old man with his cock out on the top of the fucking Takora gate. Man. Put it away.
Hey, he's set accurate,
He is. I mean, yeah.
which is what people wanted.
Well, actually, I assume the idea of the robes was the two black Technic bars were their robes. So actually, no. He's just a naked prick.
L Toonami.
Well, it's not Toonami. He's just in the movie. He's just naked for a scene. In the hurry to
Wow,
get out of
Max.
Takoro, he left his chambers. He left just naked. He's like, there's no time to grab clothes.
Takua. That's all I think about when it's Jala.
I really liked the design they gave his shield in the movie versus just the basic dish.
I like it a lot.
Yeah.
It gives it feels more like it feels like there's a history to it more.
Yeah. Versus just standard Lego disc. But I like it. And then Garly's classic fuck off line. Let's get that loud so everyone can hear the fuck off.
Get out of there! Run. Back off!
Fuck off.
I don't know what song they're using in this trailer. I will not lose proceeds to
Probably,
immediately
yeah.
lose. Actually, no, he didn't lose. I'm talking shit.
Wow.
Wow.
In the city of Metru Nui, you can discover how 6 new heroes confront the danger and protect the inhabitants from a mysterious...
The Metro animations are also underrated. I really wish, because they like doing the little.
Metro Nui in general is underrated to me.
They kind of stopped with the Hordika doing the individual, like each Toa gets their own little video. They did half of the Inaika, and they didn't get the 3. Well, they got Motoro, but Naparu and Huki not getting little animations was a criminal act. And then they just.
It was a
dropped
criminal act.
Force. They are the Toa Metru.
I think we
Extremely
take it for
adept.
granted as well that like,
Powerful.
until the Toa Metru came, the Toa Mada were just not the Mada. Like it's so normal now, but they were just the Toa. Like the Mada is just actually a retroactive prefix, not prefix, suffix.
Yeah. Everybody has like a suffix now.
Yeah.
It's funny too because the Nuva only had it because they were literally upgraded.
I mean, it was just like a cheeky way of saying the new Toa, the Toa Nuva.
Yeah, aren't we clever?
Oh yeah, clever. But yeah, that's just
Full. Equipped, ready for
also,
any
but one thing that did irk
challenge.
me though is like Bakama's just diving headfirst into
Ready for any
lava.
challenge.
Like he's dead. I know he's a
They
Toa
know
5,
that-
but he's dead.
Duty.
Like
He's fucking dead.
his video is just him killing himself.
Equipped,
Bakama killed
ready
himself
for
for Aura.
any challenge.
Dead.
They know their duty. But can they stop this new
He was aura farming too hard and burned to death.
Fatal Aura farming. Again, it still comes down to like extreme sports ass shit. But cool stuff.
Hell yeah. 2004, baby.
A mystery to be revealed.
A mystery.
Bionicle.com.
Excuse me, why are your eyes orange, little girl? Okay, now this is a goat. Like, low-key, the Barky commercial is like I'm gonna crown it the most underrated Bionicle commercial, and now it skipped it.
No, it's amazing.
It's
It's amazing.
the vibe, like considering how the Varky are okay. Like I actually like the Varky more than most people do. I think the problem is they are really cloney, like more to a kind of more boring degree. But like
In the city,
I don't want the fucking Metro commercial. Give me the Varky one. But the Varky commercial having a weird thing Bionicle did, except for Metro Nui, is not typically having both waves of sets in one commercial. Like you'll have the Toa, but not the villains. But for Metro Nui, they had both. Like Vakama is in this commercial, and the Hordika and the Viziraka are in the same commercial. This whole set, the whole vibe,
Right.
the whole 1984 stalking the Matoran thing is awesome. The music, everything about it is amazing.
in Metru Nui, the balance of power is shifting.
Like anyone poo-pooing the Baku, it's like
The
just like
Vaki are spreading throughout the city.
Yeah. No, I love the Vaki. I love that they like
Enforce the law,
they
but
represent a
instead,
police state
Matsura-
in Metro Nui. It's
Yeah.
so fucking cool.
It's so cool, and the way it's just everything about like again this commercial of pure aura, just
They
this
claim
moment here,
to
this is the moment you
enforce
show
the
the
law, but
transformation
instead,
feature.
Matsura are
Badass.
disappearing.
Play
The
features
Toa
demonstrated.
are their only hope.
Toa.
But
Step
hope
back into the
is
fog and they're all
fragile.
there, and you kind of again, it's like promoting the play features there as well. You've got the glow in the dark discs, like that's how they emerge from the fog is through the glow in the dark. Amazing. You've got
Yeah.
You have all three waves. You've got the Matoran, the Toa, the Vaki. I love the action cuts between each major motion.
The Vaki are spreading
it cuts
throughout
to a
the
different
city.
character. So cool. Really gets across the police state.
Love the
They
translation.
claim to enforce the law, but instead, Matoran are disappearing. The Toa are their only hope. But hope is fragile.
Fragile.
Bionicle, surrender or run.
Badass. That's up there.
Ah, such a cool slogan too.
In Metro Nui, the Vaki are spreading throughout the city, claiming to
It's a bit
enforce the
cognizant
law.
time. I think
But
we'll
instead, Matoran are
we'll
disappearing.
wrap up with the BIONICLE Cracker commercial. You know, the most iconic one of all.
Yes, that's a perfect place to end on.
These new Vaki are highly advanced, equipped with powerful tools, and the awesome ability
I love
to
that Vasola is the Matoran as well.
What's funny is
Because
I
I
feel
think
like
she, like, I don't know, that mask in that color is so fucking cool.
yeah, no, it is. And I if I remember correctly, she's also the Matoran. I don't know if it's confirmed if it's actually her, but like they've used the same model in the Visorak commercial as well. She's the one in the pod.
Yes.
So she's like the default. I'm getting attacked by villains. Help me.
Their actions are suspicious, but their aim is clear.
She's just trying to lure out
Surrender
Nokama so
or
she gets in
run.
trouble.
Each
That's my
set sold
headcanon.
separately.
That's it. It's all just an elaborate.
Because I don't know if you saw in the old animations, but she's like got like a shrine to Nokama. She's
Yep.
like
I
obsessed with her.
I like that all the 2004 Matoran have this
New villain.
of like, I'm so obsessed with you. I'm an obsessed hater energy. For all of those guys. Okay, so we've reached our final stop for today. The BIONICLE Cracker commercial, the most famous BIONICLE commercial of all time.
New villains with unparalleled power are casting a shadow over Metro Nui.
That they used the movie footage of him.
The fate of the city is in the clutches of darkness. Bionicle, surrender or run.
Is that it? Well, what a note to end on. Do you have any closing thoughts, Sip? Did you enjoy it? This deep dive into the Cracker commercial library.
I'm so honored to be going down memory lane about Kreka, my favorite toy line.
I think we talked about our
I
favorite
think
things
that
today. Zalax,
we could all.
Zalax, Kreka, McDonald's pedophiles. You know, our favorite sets of all time.
Oh, and Kreka again. Don't forget about Kreka.
I mean, I felt like under the auspices of McDonald's pedophile, Kreka was covered in there.
Also, Kreka is actually like a secret Xylac or whatever. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Kreka as well. It's all Kreka. That's the thing about Bionicle. It's actually all about Kreka.
I
He's
mean, we actually
the, like, the
low-key
god of Bionicle.
We would actually love G2 if Kreka was in it, but he wasn't, so it fucking sucks.
That's exactly. G1 has Kreka. G2 does not. That's why it failed.
That's it.
If you don't have
Yeah.
Kreka, what the fuck are you doing?
Exactly. No Kreka, not for me. Okay, well,
Hashtag not my Kreka.
let's say farewell to the Kreka Nation. Goodbye, Kreka
Kreka
Knights.
Nation. How we feeling?
Farewell, Kreka Nation. Go out and get nidiki.